Hey everybody, happy to announce that we now have Jamboard for our Google EDU accounts. Jamboard is an interactive whiteboard that you can use in collaboration with your students, virtually online, or if you're screencasting ahead of time. So to get there, you can go up top and you can type in jamboard.google.com, make sure you're signed in as DSBN obviously, or you can open up a new tab and it's now going to be in your apps waffle as well where we find our other Google Drive apps. So I scroll down, there you can see the Jamboard logo there. So if I click on that, it'll go to that account as well. Your jams are going to be hosted on the Jamboard Google Cloud server. These don't go into your Google Drive. They actually exist here. So if you want to go back to them, you'll have to go back to Jamboard. So let's go create our first one. Go click the plus sign in the lower bottom right-hand corner. And your whiteboard is ready to go. Right off the bat, you can change the background depending on what you're teaching. So maybe if you're doing a math lesson, you might want a graph, or you can choose lines. It's totally up to you what you want to go with. I'm going to leave mine white. The very first tool is the pen tool. You have a couple different options in here. You have different colors, but then you also have marker, you have highlighter, and you have paintbrush. Basically just changes the width of things, and for the highlighter, it goes over top. So I'm going to leave mine on pen. And then I can go in and I just have a cheap dollar store stylus on my touch screen, and I can go in and just start writing in live time for my students. So that's how the pen works right there. You can't erase it. You just have to go in and use the circle. I find it a little difficult because you have to go around it. I typically just use the undo buttons if I just made a large mistake. You can also go in and you can add sticky notes. When you add a sticky note, it just pops right in. You can choose whatever color you want. And there it is. And the nice thing is you're not stuck where it lands. You can move it around. You can adjust it a little bit. And of course, you can resize it as well. And the three little dots is where you can go in and you can delete it, duplicate it, whatever you want from there as well. The other nice feature is it also can include images. So just like a Google Doc, you can upload these from your computer. You can go in and do a Google search. So if you're looking for like a Venn diagram, or if you have some kind of work already saved on your computer, you can add images that way. And it works just like a sticky note. You'll be able to go in. Notice I have the arrow cursor selected, move things around, tip them around, duplicate them, things like that. Finally, you have a laser. The laser is nice just when you're doing something virtually and live to direct an attention. So if you want to say, let's focus on this number here, you can go around it and it just kind of eventually disappears. You're not actually writing on it. It just goes away and then you have nothing left on your screen. Finally, and that's it for the tools, you just can add as many frames as you want. So here I have a new frame. So I can just start drawing or using the interactive white space in that area, and you can flip back and forth by hitting the arrows here. Now, I'm going to name this jam, and you're going to notice it looks exactly like the way we share with everything on Google. So there's a sharing option here, and you can see it goes in as private to start with, but if I go in, I can put in the name because it's connected to our DSBN server and directory, and also choose what they can do, whether it's just a view, or if I want to have collaboration and they can edit it. So when I pull this up, if Rob was there, he would actually come in and he could edit it as well with me. Finally, we've got the three little dots here. These just let you do a couple additional things like rename, but you can download this as a PDF or you can save each frame as an image. So if you want to post that somewhere else, you could take a snapshot of that or just use your screen snapshot tool, totally up to you. But that's Jamboard in a nutshell. Simple, easy to use, and I hope it helps you out in your virtual classroom.